cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's time again to cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's the number one podcast. The topics of discussion when we broadcast. So all them artificial man jokes, we do it natural from the concrete to a public standpoint. Real, wherever you're from, life is coexisting, but to know the real, you just gotta listen. Wherever you're from, life is coexisting, but to know the real, you just gotta listen. It's time again.
What up, y'all? You tuned in to the 52 Scott Podcast. This is Music Monday, and I'm your host, Slash. And with me, I got Comedian 96, K Money, Freddie G. Together, we are the Mind of Men. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow us on X, formerly known as Twitter, at 52 Scott Podcast. On Instagram and Facebook, the 52 Scott Podcast. All right, welcome back to another Music Monday. Of course, we got another great topic for you this week. We want to talk about Drake suing right now. You know, Drake is the most streamed rapper in the U.S. and globally on Spotify. He comes in number 4 behind Taylor Swift, The Weeknd, and Bad Bunny. But as far as hip-hop is concerned, Drake got it. So he's making all the money off Spotify and Universal Music Group. So Kendrick Lamar, of course, y'all know about the battle, the rap battle, Kendrick Lamar and Drake. Most of us feel as if Kendrick Lamar shut Drake's career down. A lot of us feel that way. Yeah. It's not too many of us that don't. Now, not to take nothing away from Drake and his skills. I think the guy is still a good rapper, still a great rapper. I think he's a good businessman. Although I just feel like Kendrick Lamar just kind of had a little more in for Drake that Drake wasn't really ready for. I think Kendrick Lamar had done a lot of research on Drake before he actually came with an attack. But anyway, recently here, Drake says, you know what? I'm the hottest man on streaming. I'm finna go after Spotify. And I want y'all to take Kendrick Lamar, not like us, I'm sorry. because Kendrick Lamar is not like us. Y'all blew it up. And I'm supposed to be y'all damaging my career with this song because y'all playing it because of what Kendrick Lamar is saying. My outlook on this is there's no reason why he should go and sue or try to sue, file a lawsuit against the streaming network. But I'm guessing all is fair in business now when it comes to stuff like that because nobody told him he couldn't do it. It wasn't said that, hey, man, you can't go after them people because they playing that song. Nobody said nothing. So it's like, is this a wonderful business move for Drake or should he just take this L and say, you know what, man, what am I going to get out of this? Go ahead.
I definitely think he should take the L, but I'm not even understanding the business side that he possibly is trying to do in suing Spotify. I mean, that's what they do. They play music.
So look what
they stream music.
Look what Drake called this. He called this a RICO charge.
What?
Yeah, he called this a RICO charge because of the fact that Universal Music Group violated the racketeer influence and corrupt of his organization.
Wow, he's stretching with that.
He stretched it out, didn't he?
I'm saying he's stretching.
Yeah,
like
he being petty. That's just petty. But here's what I don't understand. What happens? I don't know if you've heard it yet. Tory Lanez just released something, and he's basically come to Drake's rescue. He's calling Drake the best thing that ever happened to him. Tory Lanez. He just released a song, and he's actually kind of snipping at, basically, if you want the beef, Kendrick, come on, you know what it is. He ain't calling him out, but I don't think, but he did sound good, but I ain't gonna lie, Tory sound good.
I'm gonna tell you something. If Drake couldn't handle Kendrick Lamar, Tory Lanez damn show can't handle Kendrick Lamar.
I see.
He don't need to say a thing.
Well, he did already.
Period.
He already did it. Go listen to it.
But you say he's not really calling out Kendrick.
Yes, he is.
Oh, so
that's
he is calling out.
He is. Yeah, well, Kendrick don't handle him, but he probably shouldn't have said nothing.
And he's saying Drake was the best thing that happened to him. Drake helped me without on any songs.
Well, he probably did. Yeah. And just being on a song with Drake probably helped his career in a major way.
And that's what he's talking about.
That's what Drake is, business-wise. But because this guy over here does a song about you and he talks about your personal life, this man is. You can't sue the streaming company for playing this song. Right. What do you expect to get from the streaming company?
I don't get that either.
Man,
I don't get it.
That's some hypocritical shit. Let me tell you what I mean by that. Drake, Spotify was playing your shit when they wasn't playing other people's shit.
Yeah, made you who you are now.
So you mad at them for playing Kendrick's song, and because Kendrick was dissing you. Well, I do recall you having what I think is a good diss song called Back to Back.
Yeah.
They streamed that and played that a lot.
They sure did.
So they doing your
yourself.
stuff. Yeah. So and the person what's Meek Mills, he took the L.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So much so that he got on the song with you and mentioned that him and Drizzy going back to back. He got on the song with you after he took the L.
Right.
So he took the L gracefully.
Yeah.
Made music with you.
Yeah.
And kept it pushing.
Well,
he could come after you for the same shit that you going after
him for. Yeah. Drake is being petty.
Kendrick Lamar about.
I think he's being petty, and I think because of his stature in the music industry and with these platforms, he's using that to his ability, because not only is it Spotify, it's also iHeartRadio. So he's got a lot he's trying to get, and I don't understand. Again, I've heard a quote of Wiz Khalifa after hearing about what Drake is doing to iHeart and Spotify. Wiz Khalifa actually commented and said, Drake's being Drake. He's not saying that Drake shouldn't do it. He's just saying he knows Drake in several different ways, and Drake is a good businessman. So something Drake is doing. Now, we don't know the behind-the-scenes reason why Drake may be doing this, because I'm sure he's got some kind of attorney or somebody that's telling him, hey, you can do this or you won't be able to do this. He's not that stupid to just go and say, you know what, I'm going to sue these people knowing I can't get nothing.
Right.
I don't think anybody is. There's something to it, and if it's not a monetary issue for him, it's going to be more so of what Freddie G calls quid pro quo.
Yeah, quid pro quo.
Yeah.
That. It's going to be something similar to that that'll help him in his career, because he's still going to be a rap artist. He's still going to have artists. He's still going to use the streaming networks. That's never going to be over for Kendrick, or it's never going to be over for Drake. So whatever he's doing is going to have to benefit him some sort of way business-wise, rather than benefiting monetary, because he don't need the money, I don't think. I think he's just trying to protect his career as the hottest rapper on the streaming networks.
I think that may do more damage than it does good
Yeah.
for Blake. Not Blake, for Drake.
Yeah, boy, we need a rapper named Blake now, because I see him just the opposite of Drake.
Yeah.
He might be a white guy.
Nah, he gonna be
Blake.
dog ski.
He gonna be
Yeah,
dog.
he gonna Blake.
He gonna be
Blake.
dog.
Black Blake.
Yeah, he gonna be
That'll
dog
his rap
ski.
name, Black Blake.
Black Blake.
Yeah.
God damn. Well, yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like Drake should just take the L. And again, I don't know his business aspect of where he's trying to go with suing these people, because if it can ruin your career if these streaming sites say, you know what, Drake, we just won't play none of your shit no more, because you're fucking with us in the wrong way.
And here's the thing, man. The people make the artist.
Right. It's what the people wanted.
Yeah,
and
the people make
and not
the
to
artist.
cut you. That was the statement that Spotify made. Hey, man, the people, we play what the people want here. It ain't got nothing to do.
Yeah, the people make
They
the
like-
artist, man.
Not like us. It's
You-
a hot song.
You
Yeah.
know how many good rappers and good musicians and
Right.
good singers that are out there that have never been heard?
Right.
That's because they're not popular and the people ain't requesting it, and they just can't pop. The people made you, Drake,
Well,
for the most part. Because, yeah, you got talent.
yeah.
There's so many people who got talent, but few called, many are chosen. You just happen to be the chosen
Chosen
one, because
one.
the people You make good songs,
Yeah.
but the people was requesting that stuff.
Now, here's what Drake said in regards to what the people was requesting. He said that no, Kendrick Lamar and them was doing play for pay scheme on Spotify with Not Like Us. So he's trying to accuse these streaming sites for taking money for the plays. But if I'm not mistaken, I've seen how these streaming sites work, from college to national. There's a media company that you go through. Hint, hint, game people. You go through a media company and you pay for advertisement. What are you advertising? You're advertising your song. So for however many spins and how many hours that you want to advertise this song, this is why songs are only 2.5 minutes now, because it's an advertisement. So if I come and pay you $50,000 for 100,000 streams, this is what I'm finna get. Now, according to what you're advertising, McDonald's and all these other outsourced advertisers pay, this is how I get paid. But yeah, this been the way the radio even worked before streaming came, that they was calling payola. Well, now there's a legal media team that you go through and you get this stuff done like that. So even if it was something, a pay for play scheme, that was business. So I'm just saying Drake knows the game, but I think it's more wanting to take legal action for some of the defamation and disturbing song lyrics by Kendrick Lamar referring to him as a pedophile. So I think it's more involved, and he also said something about him not taking care of his kids.
Yeah.
So Drake looking at it like, man, this man is changing who people view me as.
That ain't no different than past rap beef.
It's not.
You know, a lot of worse shit has been
It's
said.
definitely not. And here's the problem. If you know that some of this is slightly a bit true, it bothers you.
That is right there.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you bothered.
So why not take the L is what we saying, and not let this nonsense come out, because you're going to make something else happen.
You making it look worse than what it is. You need to let it roll.
Because if there's an investigation and I'm just saying this,
Yeah.
there's
I
no
didn't think about that.
accusations
Yeah.
or nothing.
Yeah.
No accusations, no rumors or nothing. But if there's something as far as an investigation starts to form in that, then you've just opened up another can
Yes, you did.
of whoop ass.
Let's hypothetically say that Drake wins this case. How do you think it would change the game?
Well, it's going to change the way rappers are able to make their content now. Because now you telling me I can't say what the truth is about this dude, or I can't make my opinion about somebody.
Well, I mean,
So if
freedom
that-
of speech.
Yeah,
is-
that's
I don't
against
see
the
how they
That's
do
what
that.
I'm
I
going
don't
to say,
see how
because
they go.
now you got to watch the way you rap, or we can't play it. You get what I'm saying?
It's too much cancel
It's going
culture.
too much that's going to go into play. If he actually wins, now rappers got to watch what they say. They might go as far as even saying, "Hey, no more cussing in your rap songs."
I don't see
Oh,
that.
rap-
Because
over
if they
then.
lost, because if this big company loses, they can say, "All right, that's cool. No more rapping in hip hop. No more
I don't
rapping.
see
No
that
more
happening.
cussing." And I'm just saying, because
Yeah.
if they losing millions and Drake win some millions or close
But it
to,
probably won't be monetary. He probably won't win monetary.
you don't think so?
Now I don't think he'll win monetarily because who you gonna sue? What you gonna sue him for?
I probably embarrassment, whatever that falls under. There's a word for embarrassment. When
So would there be an actual set cost for me suing these people for embarrassment?
Freddie G, what's the name for it? I know it's a word. When you talk about somebody,
Slander.
There you go. Egregious slander, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. He can get them for that, and if he gets some type of monetary value, if I was the owner, I say, okay, if this is what got me in trouble, this is what we're gonna do. We're only gonna stream artists that are not cursing in there, and I would stream R&B, and that's what I would do to avoid all that.
Now the stuff that Drake suing for, he sued in New York. So New York have certain laws, which is probably why he chose this state to actually file the suit in, because he could have filed it anywhere.
Yeah, but check this out, man. Here's what people ain't realizing when it comes to that kind of stuff, man. Okay, Drake, you're suing Kendrick Lamar.
No, not suing Kendrick Lamar.
I mean, suing the company
He's suing
Spotify.
playing the streams.
Universal
paid
Music
for play.
Group, Spotify, and
Yeah.
iHeartRadio.
Okay, so check this out. That's one song. We know between the two of them, it was 9 songs.
Oh yeah, Kendrick Lamar
Now-
had a gang of them.
Now, well, Drake did too. Between the two of them, it was a total of roughly like 9 songs. So, can we honestly say, I would want to know what Drake. Let's look at the other songs you put out
And what did you
versus
say?
Kendrick's songs that he put out to see who got more streams. Let's remove Not Like Us. Let's remove that for a second. I know that that's what the lawsuit is about, but let's remove that for a second. Let's take a look and see the difference between those two, because for the other songs, because Drake could very well have some songs that outstream Kendrick's songs on these other diss records.
Yeah.
So that can hold true to what you're trying to sue about. That can hold true for you too, Drake, if that makes sense to y'all.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
you said it
embarrassed.
earlier when you referenced the diss song he did on Meek Mills.
Yeah.
Right. Now, I just feel like, Drake is going a little over the top on this one, and this is just my personal
Petty.
feeling.
Me too, because I'm going to tell you, back in the day, it makes you look like a sucker MC.
Yeah, because, man, I mean, that's what hip-hop is about. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? When it came down, I mean, this rap battle been going on since hip-hop started, man. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of people was beefing and battling, and, some of it got too extreme to where somebody end up hurt in violence.
Mm-hmm.
But now Drake is trying to take it to a legal situation. I guess now to get money from it. It's unheard of, man. And
Yeah,
I don't think hip hop was meant to be that way. Hip hop was meant to be hip hop, man. It's raw. You know what I mean?
Either concede
Been,
or come back with a dope
Right.
track.
If you don't have the skills, then jump out the game.
You better not ever have a fight with Drake, because he
Man.
going to go tell it. He's telling it. You hear me in the eye.
Well, and like I say, Wiz Khalifa said that he just knows Drake as a businessman, and he's a pretty good businessman, and he didn't not support him. He was just kind of saying, what, for whatever reason, Drake is doing it.
Now here's the thing, though. What they call a person who, this may be comparing apples to oranges, but y'all will get my point. You know what they call a person who does drugs and then somebody keep bringing them drugs, knowing that they ain't supposed to be doing drugs? They call them an enabler,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Now, for every rapper in the hip-hop community, I don't even care if you're friends with Drake. Somebody need to be able to say, man, you know what you doing is kind of foul.
Yeah.
Take the
course.
L. That's not what hip-hop community is about. If y'all not saying nothing or y'all giving the politically correct answers, then you are an enabler.
Right.
You are really not saying nothing. It's saying it's okay,
Right.
and that you down with
What he's doing.
his move that he making it. But you're saying that he's a good businessman.
Well, that was just Wiz Khalifa.
I know. I'm just saying. But there are, let me show you something, man. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I like Snoop Dogg, right? I like him. But I saw an interview where he said that both of those guys, those are two grown men that ain't in that
Right.
with them.
Right.
And I get that. I understand that because he cool with both of them.
Right.
I get it. I understand. But, man, truth of the matter is, man, you're in the hip-hop world, too. And you know that if hip-hop is competition.
Right. That's what
And
it's about.
you lose the battle. You lost the
Sometimes
battle.
you
Right.
lose. Yeah.
Right.
You lost the battle.
You lost the battle.
And I think that people who know that Drake lost the battle, even if you cool with Drake, you need to be like, hey, bro, you lost, man. Just take the L, man. What you doing all the extra stuff
and
for?
I think because of his attributes this year, I think it's weighing hard on him because he was also the best-selling rapper of 2024. So I think that's just hurting his ego a little
Oh,
bit.
that messed up. 'Cause-
It just messed Comedian 96 up that I just said what I said. I saw the look on your
Yeah,
face.
because the first thing that came to my mind, the Super Bowl. That's the only reason why Kendrick got it, because of the streams. Because Kendrick wasn't in the running, and then
But wait,
yeah,
but this is Drake's 8th year in a row being the top streaming rapper.
I know, but then you just pick Kendrick Lamar, the
His-
guy that just
his-
tore your ass up.
His
for the Super Bowl.
pride is hurt, which is why he's being petty like this. This is woman stuff that he's doing. Women do stuff like this when they upset with you. You know what I mean? They get upset and, you know, they go and you don't see them for a while. This is how they get back at you. And I think this is one of the tit for tats that Drake is coming up with. You know, it's not going to boost his career. He's boosted as high as he can be right now. He is it. So my thing is, I think the bigger way for him to go would be to just let it go, man. You already the top selling rapper in 2024. Your 8th year in a row with all of the streams. You've streamed more than any rapper in the last 8 years in a row. And you're the top selling rapper. You're the greatest rapper alive right now.
Yeah.
Nigga, shut up.
For real. And let me also say, man, let me just say my comment in regards to Snoop. I was paraphrasing, so I wanted to put that out there.
So it's some stuff kind of similar, not similar to this, as you mentioned, Snoop. Similar, but Snoop is so much realer, and his situation is much different. And I understand why Snoop did what he did, but I'm gonna cover that next week. So y'all make sure y'all come back and y'all gonna find out what Snoop did, different from Drake, but along the same line as far as dealing with these streaming networks to become who he is. I'll see y'all next week. Peace. So that's all, y'all, for this edition of Music Monday. Thanks for tuning in. Come back tomorrow and check out True Tuesday with K Money. Hit that like button, subscribe, and follow us on Instagram and Facebook, The 52 Scott Podcast. Follow us on X, formerly known as Twitter, at 52 Scott Podcast.